let's talk cameras. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you know, a long time ago, I was a GoPro owner only. Because back in the day, that was who were leading action cameras, GoPro, right? Then I came across 360 and DJI. And since then I've been rocking DJI and 360 hardcore with their products. So the last GoPro I owned, I went and opened up the app of GoPro because I picked up the Max 2, right? I thought to myself, it will show you what action cameras I owned in the app itself. Oh, hold on a second. And funny enough, the last action camera I owned from GoPro was in fact a GoPro 8. And that was, at that time was my favorite camera, but I had issues with that camera, with overheating, or sometimes I hit the record button, nothing's recorded. I was like, what is up with that, you know? And then fast forward, Max 2 came out, and I was excited because I told you on my channel the best camera that I had back in the day, 360, was in fact the GoPro, the Max. And to this day I still love that camera, by the way. Sorry for the arm being in the way, but I'm just getting my mounted up onto this camera. Oh, by the way, so I picked up some magnet mounts for the GoPro. This is by Telson, I think it's called, and they exactly look like the stock GoPro ones, which is actually a very, very good mount, by the way, because one of the cool features about these magnet mounts from GoPro, by the way, that you can mount your camera in any direction. You don't have to worry about which direction it sits, which unlike other ones. So let's just show you quickly a manual of this. So this is the GoPro one. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Yes, this is the GoPro one, and it's super easy. I can attach the camera here or this side, doesn't matter. And that's the Telson one. So I'm going to mount you up here now, like so. There you go. And the differences between the Telson and the GoPro one. So the GoPro one will cost you, let's say for example, I'm not going to give you in the currency, just say 100, okay? The Telson is around 51, so I can buy two of these for the price of one GoPro one. And they look the same, the branding's the same, sorry, they look the same, but the brandings are different. One says GoPro and one says Telson, so it depends. If you don't matter with, oh hold on, let me start. If you don't, are not bothered about that, then you know, you're okay. The case that's on the actual GoPro itself is a Telson. And the camera that I'm using today, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm using the GoPro 13. Yes, you heard me correct. I picked up a GoPro 13 because I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to give GoPro a second chance because they have come a long way since the 8, and I thought, you know what, I'm getting the 13. Now I've got the Max 2, so now I own two GoPro cameras, the Max 2 and this now Hero Black 13, and this is the Green Forest edition. Hold on a second, let me just show you fast so you can see it in my, I don't know if you can see it, but that's the green version, and it has the Telson case that I picked up for it too. And by the way, yes, what about say another one? And GoPro dropped a new one, which I'm not going to reveal yet which one it is, and I picked that up too. So that's on the way. I ordered it today. We'll see how it goes. Now, you may be wondering why so many action cameras, because I love action cameras, I love creating content, and I have a lot of things I like to capture and shoot, and I thought, you know what, when I have different cameras with me, at least tomorrow when somebody asks me what camera do you recommend, I say, welcome to my channel, here you go, and you know, show you what kind of cameras work and what don't work and so forth. But again, I'm not going to be bashing any products on my channel because I won't do that. I'll just say, if I have problems with the camera, I'll say, yes, this is my problems I'm facing and I'm hoping for a fix and so forth. But you're not going to see me yapping on and tell you how bad it is and this and nah, I don't do that. You know, if you follow me, I don't do that. Anyway, I love to work with products. I love to work with the company itself and give feedback, and I will give feedback. Trust me, I do give feedback. That's guaranteed, and that's for sure. Yeah, so today I'm recording the GoPro. I've got it on 5.7, 5.6. See, this thing, is it 5.7? I don't know. I can't change the settings now, but anyway, I'll put it on the screen, I promise. I'll put on the screen what settings is, and it's the settings I found for the GoPro 13 by another channel that I follow, who is really good at sharing details of, you know, breaking down products of settings. Let me test out his settings, because I've tested out the first recording out the box, everything auto, nothing changed, and that will be the video that's previously to this one, which is the 5-minute long one, which is talking about losing subscribers. That is recorded on the GoPro 13 out the box in 4K, and just hit the record button. Now I've tweaked the settings in this camera, so there should be a difference in the sound quality, because I changed some of the sound settings. It was on standard, I put it to voice now, and I've got the wind reduction auto, yeah, and then some lines here and there in the settings according to that guy's channel. So let's see how it goes. Now, going forward, I'm thinking about that word, I'm not supposed to say that, sorry, I do apologize. I'm not going to delete it, because I'm going to tell you, I'm trying to perfect the vocabulary to a T. But the problem is, when you have people around you who uses these certain phrases, you start to pick it up again. And I mastered it to a point where I never used it, and I would just have it deleted altogether. But all of a sudden it's come back to me, because I'm sitting around people who do that a lot. And I don't like it. That's just me. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop it for now, but just wanted to share with you out there, yes, I'm now back on the GoPro ecosystem, so I'm going to keep trying different brands. You see, I love my DJI, I love my 360, and I'm now back on the GoPro. I do say it, and I will say again, I loved the GoPro Max 360 camera. That was by far till today was my favorite camera. And now I've got the X5, X4, and you know, the other 360s and the Osmo and so forth. Now I'm playing around. Yes, I read a comment yesterday in one of my videos about the stitch line being shown in the Max 2. When I was rotating it slowly in the Jeep, you'd see where my phone was. If you go watch that video, you see there is kind of a stitch line. Now, is it something we can fix, or can I fix? I don't know. As I said, I'm not a tech reviewer, I'm a tech user. You best bet that I'm gonna sit there and start hammering into these settings to find out, is there a way to fix these stitchings and so forth. I'm sure there is. I mean, it can't be that's the way the footage is going to look like, because I've had some 360 footage before and I didn't have a stitch line issue, so I must have been doing something right then, and because I've been using it so much today, I've maybe got rusty on doing editing. Anyway, so that's it for today. If you like the video, please, as I say, I have to keep saying this, I don't know, you know, I feel like I'm begging, so I'm not going to say it. You know what to do. And if you want some more videos, there's some here recommended by YouTube, or they may recommend somebody else's channel that's similar to my channel. If you like to watch, please go ahead, and see you all later, maybe.